exploring the depths of the mind and dark psychology.
Imagine that you are standing in front of me right now. Which one would you rather have? A Coca-Cola or a Pepsi? Be careful because this is a trick question. You might not even be thirsty right now, but you still picked one of these drinks because I made you think that those were the only options. This is called the framing bias, and it is a way of manipulating people by limiting their choices and influencing their decisions. For example, you could have just said that you don't want any drink, but you felt like you had to pick one to satisfy me. This works in many situations, like when you ask someone out by giving them 2 specific days to choose from. If you know how to use the framing bias, you can make people do what you want, even if they don't really want to. This is a very powerful and dangerous technique, so use it wisely and ethically. Sneaky psychological tricks to make someone fall in love with you. 1. The forbidden effect. We want what we cannot have. Build an imaginary obstacle between you two that they need to overcome in order to get you. For example, I like you, but we could never be together because of my parents. We work in the same place. This will challenge them and make them want you more. 2. Be vulnerable. This triggers the instinct of the other person to protect you, and it makes them more relaxed around you because they don't feel the need to be perfect. But do not confuse vulnerability with insecurity. 3. Anchoring. Do a certain gesture, like touching their hand, every time they feel a positive emotion. This will create an association between your touch and their happiness. 7 psychological tricks to make life easier. 1. To find out if a person likes you. Choose a word, and every time he/she says this word or similar words or phrases, nod and smile. If he/she likes you, you will notice him/her using that word more often. 2. Do you want people to take your words seriously? Tell them that your father taught you so. People tend to respect parental wisdom. 3. Become an ultimate rock, paper, scissors champion. To win the rock, paper, scissors game, ask your opponent a random question right before playing. Most likely, your confused friend will throw scissors. 4. If you want people to agree with you, nod while you're talking. The nodding gesture signals that everything you're saying is true. Also, due to social behavior patterns, people tend to nod back. 5. Have you ever wished the subway wasn't that crowded in the morning? In crowded places, look straight ahead of you in the direction you're going. You will be amazed how the crowd will part ways for you. This trick is easy to explain. In crowded places, we tend to look at other people's eyes to see which direction they are going. We then take the opposite direction to avoid bumping into them. 6. If a certain song is stuck in your head and you would love to forget it, try to think of the end of the song. According to the Zeigarnik effect, our brain tends to remember the things that we haven't finished. 7. If you want to impress someone, this is one of the most effective psychology tricks to make people like you. Paraphrase what your friend has just said and repeat it back to them. The person who talks to you will subconsciously feel that you are a good listener. Just don't overdo it with the paraphrasing.